Hello, Slicey Dicers. Welcome to another Brews and Blades on March 20th, 2020. Hope everybody's staying safe out there. Another edition of Brews and Blades, hunkered down, as we all are, especially if you live in New York right now, if you saw the news today. Let me pull up your chats and whatnot. Hey, Lyndon. Hey, Jock, KG, Sharpen Blade. Good to see you. Good to see you. Keith, what's up? Jasper, everybody. Yeah, got some cool knives out here. I did get a pretty good haul today. I got these two. They're a lot of fun. Um, we'll talk more about those in a minute. But yes, the primary reason we're here tonight is to raise money for FoodLink New York. Excellent charity. They do a really good job, especially right now in these tough times, helping kids that can't go to school. A lot of these kids rely on free lunches. They do a really good job of filling in that gap. But there's a link down below. If you want to donate directly to your own local area food bank, I think it's the best thing we can do right now. Go to feedingamerica.org and you can find a local food bank in your area. But if you want to donate through me to FoodLink New York, we're going to have a big auction for the Spidey Chef, which I'll explain in a moment. But also, Super Chat's open. So if anybody wants to just kick in a few shekels that way, anything I earn this week all the way through Sunday is going to go straight to them. This is the last night I'm be doing an auction, but Sunday I'll just be the same thing. Super chat goes to them. Anything I get during this week, I'm donating to them. At least I can do. I can't do much else. I'm not a doctor, but hey, I can make silly knife videos and keep people entertained and maybe raise some money. So at 8:30. I'm sorry, 9:30. Doing an hour later, even I'm confused. At 9:30, I will start the bidding on the Spyderco Spidey Chef. It is brand new, absolutely brand new. I just took it out of the box and set it here for you guys. It is not my dirty beat up Spidey Chef. It is actually a brand new one, and I'll be auctioning that off, and 100% of the 100% of the proceeds go through that. So these are 234 brand new. I'm probably going to start the bidding like 175, but don't start it now. I shouldn't even have said that. At 9:30, we'll start the bidding. I'll give you the price, and then we'll just go up from there. 8:30 Central, yes, 9:30 Eastern time. I assume everyone lives in the East Coast, but that'll run for 20 minutes and just $5 increments. I actually managed to say it before I started the auction this time. $5 increments, and then at 8:50, we're gonna give it away. And thank you very much to Southern Edge Knife Works for making all this possible. They donated us some really cool knives, and I really, very, very, very much appreciate that more than you know. And Chad was even more awesome on the last one. I'll let you guys go back and look at that because I don't want you to expect him to do it again. So, but last one was a lot of fun. So thank you a lot, Southern Edge Knife Works. And if you just want to go buy something there, to say thank you to them that way, go to southernedgeknifeworks.com, use the code SDSEK at checkout, and you get 15% off and free shipping in the continental United States. If you're outside of that, it's $15.99, which is still really, really reasonable. Or is it just $15? I don't know. Chad's on here. Oh, he'll answer it. Didn't see he was on there. So hey, Zach. Hey, Randy. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Chad, I already said hello to. KG, Roscoe, Penny, Andrew. Is the 0393 new? Yes, it is. A guy sent me this in trade to do some work for him. And actually, tomorrow night is going to be quite a lengthy disassembly video of this. Thank you, Zach, for the donation. Very much appreciate that. Yeah, so tomorrow night at 8 Eastern, I'm going to do it on one of those premiere things. So I'll sit and hang out and chat with you guys. Disassembled this, wanted to adjust the D10 a bit, and I put a real Hinderer clip on it. Was not my plan. Intrigue. You can see why I had to use a real Hinderer clip. I had a spare one. The stock clip on these is ugly. This is the glow-in-the-dark version. Don't really care much for glow-in-the-dark, but it doesn't look glow-in-the-dark when it's not glowing, so it's fine. But it's the full 20 CV. I had a stonewash version of this before that was S35VN. That was back when ZT was doing the sprints to add cheaper steel than the regular ones, which was kind of weird. But I hated the original 0393 look of it. I didn't like the blue and the half DLC. I just thought it was hideous. So I had the stonewash, and I sold it, and then got this one in a kind of trade for labor sort of deal. And I'm glad to have one back. It's pretty cool, and it looks awesome with a real Hinderer clip on it, I do have to say. My 0393, I got it used, came with a real Hinder clip, but it seems like it'd be a pretty popular upgrade. They're actually not that expensive, the real Hinder clips. They're not horrible price, and they just look so much better. Is good carbon fiber work worth it? I hate slick overlays. I don't know. I mean, this isn't horribly slick. There's a bit of texture there. It depends on the carbon. Somebody mentioned this. Yeah, somebody spotted it right away. It said this looks like a fixed blade. It does, but it isn't. This is the We MRF, Marcus Reichart folder. He does mostly do fixed blades. That's why it looks like that. It is a very stiff liner. I'm going through all the locks before I get to it. Slip joint, and pretty impressed with it. No nail neck. Doesn't really need one. Completely, totally easy to pinch grip it, and it is a pretty, pretty, pretty thing. Great blade. S35VN. I think they're like 160 bucks. They're not ridiculously expensive. So awesome to carry. Really, really, really liking this a whole lot. But it is, you can one hand it. There is a half stop. I don't mean to spoil the review when it comes out, but I don't dare to. It kind of reminds me of the TRM Viator. If any of you guys have handled that, the Three Rivers Manufacturing Viator, it had the same kind of thing. It had a half stop, but the back spring is so stiff that you still worry it's going to blow past and chop your finger. So I use it two-hand open, two-hand closed. But it's ergonomics are just perfect. This is going to be a very, very positive review. I'm just going to tell you that. I think it's kind of the ultimate knife if you want a full-size knife. This is a 3.5-inch blade. If you want a full-size knife that looks classy and isn't going to intimidate people around the office, if we're ever allowed to go back into those again, this is a pretty superb choice, I do have to say. Really, really do like it. Comes in a few different versions. They all look fairly similar. This is the marbled carbon with the B-Blast blade. Connor says, any plans on picking up the kite fin from Wii? Yes, I am. Definitely doing that. So I don't know when it's going to be, but I asked someone to get me one, and perhaps he's in this chat. So yeah, whenever they get them in, I'll be getting one. Probably going to get it in the similar configuration to this and the carbon. Welcome back, Keith. Michael Taylor says, breaking news, Spidey Chef protects against the virus that shall not be named. That's not what he said. Get them while you can, like TP they was. Yes, I'm gonna get ahead of the schedule. I've decided. I've started stocking up on sunscreen because eventually our pasty asses are going to be allowed out of the house and we're all going to get sunburn and everybody's going to want sunscreen. So I'm getting ahead of it. Hey, Alex, how's it going, man? Ocon, good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, the TRM Viter is super damn slicey. It really is. It's I kind of miss mine, but also I have other TRMs that are just as slicey. So, BD Swain says it'll be 100 degrees next month, I'm sure. Yeah, it was 70 here today, almost. It was like 68. So, not bad, but windy as hell because it was 68 today and the high tomorrow is 30. And it's already down to 39 the last time I looked right before I came on. So you can imagine the cold front that came through. It was nasty. We didn't get any like really hardcore rain, but man, it was windy. It was like 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts for a few hours there. I opened my windows, so I assume all my virus is gone now because I let wind blow through my house. I'm not a doctor. That's not a thing. Don't do that. It is still Brews and Blades, so the beer, just a Stella tonight. Nothing fancy. Slice, do you still have the Skaha too? I do not, Eric. I actually auctioned it off for a charity, ironically, a while ago. I don't even remember which. It was probably Alzheimer's Association. That's what I normally do. So 10V Para 2. Jordan, no, I skipped out on that one. I don't usually do sprint runs very much. Michael says, Drake, did you ask permission to bid tonight? That's funny, but we're done with that. So we abused Drake enough last time, and I think he paid the price. So what's for sale tonight is the Spidey Chef. So we'll be starting that at 9:30. Let me know if you need another beer porch bomb. I'm not quite sure what that means, Jason. It sounds amusing. We used to set off MRE bombs when I was in the military. I don't know if there's any other military people here, but I was in during the 90s, and the MREs had those heaters that you just like crumbled up and poured water in, and they just automatically heated up and to heat up your meals. So you could take them and crumble up the little creosote looking stuff inside there, and if you stuffed it in a water like a water bottle that had a good seal on it, you pour it in there and you tighten up the plastic water bottle, and it would just expand to the point it would just kaboom, and they were loud as hell. And you could get different tones, like a smaller water bottle sounded like a rifle, and if you wanted a good big boom shotgun sound, you used a bigger water bottle. They were a lot of fun. I lived in a trailer park at the time with a bunch of other my military buddies. We used to tape into the side of each other's trailers and stuff. It was a lot of fun. I was Air Force for 9 years in 2 different stints. I did 4 years, and then I got out, and then I went back and did another 5. Yep, dry ice will do it too. A lot of fun. Key said, I just spent a few minutes with a sharp maker on my dividend. Damn it, sharp. Yes, the dividend does take a very good edge. Victor Hernandez says chair force. You think I'm going to be insulted by that, but I'm not. Yeah, I sat in a bunker most of my Air Force career. Hold on, got to sneeze. Don't worry. I sneeze into my elbow. I don't have the tickles. It's just I get allergies, and it was warm today, so that may happen again before the end of this. Bless you. Thank you. The funniest thing I saw about somebody saying bless you was somebody posted on Facebook the other day. It said, I will say bless you twice. And then after that, it's between you and God. I just thought that was really funny. The bunker is sounding nicer. Yeah, no shit, Drake. Yeah, it was nice. It was completely air filtered. We were very expensive people. We had really super high, I was in command and control. We had really super high security clearances, and they did not want us to get hurt. So we were always in the most secure place on the base, but also the first place to get bombed if we ever got attacked. But we never did. I didn't get to go to any places that would have that happen. But yeah, we had 3-foot thick walls. Like even once I showed up to work, it took me like I would get to work and it still took me about 2.5 minutes to get inside the building. It was kind of ridiculous, with all the locks and scans and all that stuff before you could get in. It was pretty nuts. Sorry you didn't get the notification, Kyle. You've just caught us ranting and about some stuff. Somebody asked what I thought of the Tumbler. You will find out at 10:15 tonight. So as soon as pretty soon after this is over with, give it a few minutes, and there will be a review of the Kershaw Tumbler up. Yes and no. Great knife. Not so sure about the price, but that's you'll see that when you watch it. But I do really like the design, definitely. Intel guy, no, command and control I was. So I had the worst allergies, but Flonase basically fixed it all. BD Swaim says, I'm usually okay with like just a normal like allergy pill, but I don't even bother with that. They're not that bad. I just sneeze. So I don't even bother with it. I just suck it up. Drake says, I'm worried because I have a 2-acre garden for my family and my neighbors grow nothing. Syracuse Tea by Rogers, good. Yeah, this is the Montosa. I like it quite a bit. I really do. It's again got a bit of a price issue, but you kind of get that with any of the American-made, they're not American-made, American-owned companies made in China compared to the China stuff. I talk about that in the review you'll see tonight at 10:15 Eastern time of the Tumbler. And I'll talk about it again when I review this, which will maybe tomorrow, maybe Sunday, maybe Monday. But it's recorded. I just don't know when I'm going to put it up. But yeah, it's just, do you want to pay for the design and the designers to get their money, or do you just want to buy something cheap? I do think there is a bit of a flair. You're getting like this is a Sienkiewicz design. It is actually a proper Sienkiewicz design. And is it worth $68 to pay for the Sienkiewicz design? It's D2. It's still got pretty good materials. This is like 50 and it's still 8CR, but it's the weird Weird philosophy. Drake says, is the marbled CF in the middle a slip? Yes, it is the Wii MRF. It's just a big old slip joint, and I'm liking it a lot. Just got it today, so it'll be a couple days before we do the video, but it's pretty darn sweet. And I love the blade, S35VN. The carbon looks awesome. And I really like Wii's kind of polished B-Blast finish. I think that's perfect for something like this, but yeah, it's like a big gent carry. It's like for a large gentleman. I want the new one with a fancy blade. I don't know which one you are. The new one of what? I think that slip joint is the best thing on the table. I would say the Spidey Chef, but yeah, it is pretty darn good. It's pretty darn good. Birdshot just posted a Wii giveaway. Cool. I will check that out. The Wii Rustic Gent looks good. It's the Civivi Rustic Gent, but yeah, it's a Wii. You see Knife Joy exclusive smock with 20 CV. I did not see that. Oh, the dividend with the fancy blade. Yeah, that's pretty cool. With the is that the laminated one, the two-tone one? Nothing can make me happier to see a live video from Brian. Thanks for keeping us happy. Cheers. You're very welcome, Alexander. Like I said, it's the least I can do. And if anybody wants to kick in a few shekels on the super chat, my lips stuck for a minute. The pooper chat, the super chat down below. It all goes to FoodLink New York, which is a very good cause. I like the pot clip on the MRF. Looks super deep. It is the epitome of all things deep carry. This has been in my pocket all day since I got it out of the mail. I got this, and I got the 0393, and I love the 0393, but I've already carried that before. So this one just went directly in the pocket, and yeah, it's pretty good. I do think it is amusing that we'll put one of these away. We'll keep things moving. Have been very poor about that this week. I do think it is amusing that the two ZTs I own, well, I own 3 right now, but one's going away. I'm not keeping the 0357, the assisted budget one. It wasn't meant for me, and I just don't like it. But I do think it's funny that the 2 ZTs I own and will keep are hinderers. What a shock. What a shock that Brian, of all people, is going to have 2 ZTs and only 2 ZTs and they're hinderers. Yes, this pocket clip is reversible. Someone asked that. Yeah, there is a slot you can see in there on the other side. So it is a truly ambidextrous knife. It's pretty great. My son's about to turn 21, and I keep trying to get him off of his Uncle Randy-ish ways. He does have a bug out now he likes okay, but I might get him one of these for his 21st birthday. Just because it's a beautiful knife, and I think he'd keep it for a long time. But he kind of likes things a bit old-timey, and he's lefty, so... no, this 0393 does not come with a deep carry clip. This is not the clip it comes with either. It comes with just kind of a stamped clip that doesn't look as good as this. This is a real hinderer clip. I had a spare one. Again, tomorrow night at 8, you'll see a full disassembly on this, and I had a couple little problems with it getting it disassembled. So it's fun and it's intrigue, and I actually had to cut away for a minute because I had to wait for a tool to prepare before I could finish taking it apart. But I don't want to give the whole thing away. But and there's lots of fun rambling and silliness. So thank you, Jonathan. I very much appreciate that. Ashcan says, Victor, I'm carrying a 4MAX Scout and an LT Patriot. You know what, Ashcan? The last 2 days in a row, I've been carrying my 4MAX Scout because I'm only in my house. I don't care. So I actually posted a picture on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, by the way, guys. SliceyDicey75. I'm at almost 6,000. When I hit there, I'm going to do a little giveaway. But I posted a picture of a can of Libby's corned beef hash. Libby's corned beef hash is the best, by the way. I'm not a savage. I don't eat Hormel. But I posted a picture of Libby's corned beef hash and my my 4MAX Scout, and I said, only 6 days into the quarantine, and I've already reached peak effort. That's kind of how I felt. Thank you, Keith, very much for that. And Scott, Air Force has their luxury basements. Our Marines fought with junk, ate crayons, and slept in our woobies in the dirt. LOL. Yeah, well, good for you. That's what we always say to you guys. I always think it's funny when people say, people are trying to assault Air Force guys and be like, all you do is sit in a bunker in your comfort and blah, blah. And I was like, yep. Uh-huh. Is that bad? Like, it's fine. We're fine. We just sit there and tell that what's the joke? The Air Force is the smartest branch of the military because we make our officers fight and the enlisted people sit back at the base and are perfectly safe. Did I open the hash with my Formax, Randy? No, I did not. I did not. I wussed out, used a can opener. Proper tools for the proper job. I'm feeling a bit squirrely tonight. Just let you guys know. I'm not sure why. I'm only half a beer in, so it's not that. I think I'm just starting to get the cabin fever. Don't say fever around here. It's a scary thing to say. Let's change a knife out. So you guys are going to see a review of this soon. So at 10:15 tonight, I want to give this time to process and stuff before it goes up. So 10:15 tonight, you're going to see when this is over with, you will see a review of this Kershaw Tumbler. Did I wash my hands? Yes, I have been very good about washing my hands, I will say. And we're going to bring out, here's one I have not had on. I've been carrying it, but I don't put it in videos very often. The Ferrum Forge Exec, still loving this thing. Is the LRF the same size as the Spidey, the MRF? Is that what you meant? I don't know. Yeah, it's about the same size. It's a big old Slippy. Yeah, it's a big old Slippy. It's a full 3.5-inch slip joint. So yeah, I'm gonna get the review of this done probably Monday. I don't think it's gonna leave my pocket all weekend. So I just love this thing. It's so freaking pretty, and it's not heavy either. I think it's 2 point something. Let me see. This is gonna require some movement. I got new batteries, so my screen's brighter. Yeah, I know. I didn't have you sit down there. I actually found this scale. I don't think I've ever said this on video. So our old house we lived in before this, rented from the same guy. Yeah, 3.3 ounces. So it's pretty light. Our old house we rented had a huge attic upstairs that you had to like enter through the bathroom, or we would have used it like as another room. And we went up there and I found a broken iPod that I wound up fixing and found out it was just full of like rave dance music and a couple empty beer bottles hidden in weird places and this scale. So I'm not going to say what I guess this scale used to be used to weigh, but yeah, it rhymes with feed is kind of what I'm assuming, or cocaine. One of those two things is definitely what it was probably used for. So or ecstasy. But I guess you don't sell that by the gram, do you? I don't know. That was never my my entertainment of choice. James said, normally see that scale when watching Drugs Inc. It's a very accurate scale though. It's very good. And it was like in a little plastic case and everything when I found it. And I don't know whatever happened to the case, but I've had it for 7 years and it's been fine. And I use it for mail and all kinds of stuff. It's a great scale. I don't even know what brand it is. US Magnum 1000 XR. I never even noticed that was the name of it. But yeah, it's a nice little scale. Associated with feed too. Yep. Yeah, Betty White carries I bet Betty White carries a Formax, or at least an 8010. She's getting a little low. She probably dropped down to the form or to the 8010 by now. Ecstasy sounds inappropriate. Everything we're talking about so far is inappropriate. 6 minutes. We're going to start the auction for the Spidey Chef. You don't just get the Spidey Chef when you win, and all the money goes to FoodLink New York. You get a Slicey Dicey sticker, Southern Edge Knife Works sticker, and a free subscription. You can do digital or print, your choice, to Knives Illustrated. This is the preview of the cover for the new issue that's not quite out yet that I wrote 3 articles in. I did that one, and I did that one, and I did that one. So excited for that. Excited to see my name in print again. It's been a while. I don't think I've had my name in a print magazine for 2 years. So it's been a little bit. Mercury Rising said, I bet Betty White carries a 44 mag snub nose in her garter belt. I think she's classier than that. I think she just have a nice classy 38. Enough to get the job done and confident in the fact that she's a good shot. And that's all she needs. Oh, and Chad's going to throw in Southern Edge Knife Works hat also. I don't even have one of those. I don't have one of those. I'm wearing right now, what am I wearing? Oh, I have no logo on it. I have been wearing a Benchmade hat a lot, but I don't even have a SEKW hat. Yeah, and Betty White's going to outlive us all. No virus can kill Betty White, that's for sure. What is she, 93 now? Something like that. I'm using the filthy vape thing. I'm actually using my backup because I don't know where I put. Oh, there it is. It's under the feed scale. That's what we're going to call that from now on, is the feed scale. Hey, Freedom Van, you're not late. The auction hasn't started yet, so you're not super late. I'm going to scroll up a little bit. I'm sure I missed some of these comments. I missed some of these knives. Man, I can't do. What's my backup vape? My backup one, I rotate a bit, but I have an Aspire. What is this? AVP is my current backup. My usual one is the Lost Vape, but the coil's burned out, and given the conditions, I have not gone out to get a new one. I'm going to have to do that this weekend if they're open. So I've been using the Smock Nord. It's all right. It's not my favorite. You can't adjust anything on it. It's just what you get is what you got, but it holds a lot. Battery life lasts a long time. That kind of stuff. Betty White and Bob Newhart need to be saved. I do agree. Bob Newhart is a national treasure as well, Jason. My favorite Bob Newhart thing ever was a sketch I saw him do where he was a 96 on here, by the way. Cool. He was like therapist. It was for Mad TV. They got him to come on one episode and just do this one sketch, and he was like this therapist, and this woman came in and said, I have a really horrible fear of being trapped inside a box, and like I just feel like I'm gonna every time I can't sleep, I'm petrified of being buried alive in a box. And he said, well, do you think is there a reason to think someone wants to bury you in a box? And she said, no. And he goes, well, then stop it. Yeah. Somebody got it and goes, just stop it. And then he gives the whole explanation. I'm going to give you two things. One, stop it. And he just keeps saying that to her, and she's not listening to him. He goes, stop it or I'll bury you alive in a box. And I just thought it was really funny. I love that. Scott Simmons says, Betty White smash or pass. Depends on the year. Depends on the year. If you're talking Mary Tyler Moore show, the former. Now, probably pass. I hate to damage a national treasure. It'd be like taking a dump on the Lincoln Monument. Was it Second City TV? Is that what it was from? I thought it was from Mad TV. I've only seen like the YouTube clip, and I just always thought it was Mad TV. Didn't that bet? It did. You're right. You're right. C. Lemansky. It did end with the thing about washing your hands a ton. You're right. Holy crap. I'm going to post that on my Facebook as soon as we're done here. Because you're right that it was about washing your hands. It's more poignant now than ever. Holy crap. Thank you for pointing that out to me. That's going on my Facebook this second we're done here. Stop it. That's so funny. It was prophetic. Yeah, that's the word I want, right? Yes, prophetic. Let's swap a knife, and then we're going to start the auction. Now we're just going to start the auction here in a second, so we're going to wait a minute, and then we're going to start the auction. What is Slipjoy again? It is the WE MRF. WE Knives MRF. Very, very cool. Get you one. I haven't done the review yet, but that's probably going to be in the summary. Okay, it is 9:30, so the bidding is starting on the Spidey Chef. Brand new with the box, all that stuff. All I did was take it out for this video. It is not my beat up gross one. You get the knife, you get a Slicey Dicey sticker, you get a Southern Edge Knife Works sticker, and a Southern Edge Knife Works hat. Chad just kicked in, which I very much appreciate, and a subscription, print or digital, your choice, to Knives Illustrated magazine. Start the bidding at $175. We've already got $175, $180, Jasper Smith, $180. So we are the bid is to Jasper Smith at the corner, holding the baby, drinking a scotch. Irresponsible, but a good bid for $180. $200 for Brews Blades. You're a bit late there. A lot of 200s, but Born of Blades is the first one. Kyle Lamphere is now the new bidder with $220. He has a French name, but luckily he's not in France, so he can actually bid on something. I guess you could bid on something if you're in France. I just don't know if we can deliver it to your house right now. We already got 220. 232 Linden Durgan now is that. I'm going to have to start writing these down because I'm going to miss it. So Linden Durgan is the first at $230. $240 to Jeremy Russell, the Battle of the Jeremys again. Here we go. The other one's not here tonight, though. Let me flip some paper around here. Well, I have too many notes. $240 to Jeremy Russell. Can I just donate? Sorry if I missed info where I donate. If you want to donate to your local place, $245 to True Bullion. If you want to donate to your local food pantry, go to feedingamerica.org. It's listed down below. If you send me proof, by the way, I always forget to mention this. If you send me proof, by the way, that you donated more than $5, I'll send you a sticker. But yeah, feedingamerica.org down below is going to Jeremy Russell at $250. I'll trade you my toaster oven. There's some pretty pricey toaster ovens. I just got a new one, though. Sorry, you missed it. Did your girlfriend tell you to say that? I'm going to set this one out. If you guys did not watch the last live auction, if you want to watch a hilarious live auction unfold, it's worth the 25 minutes it took for it to occur. It's very funny. And Drake was the butt of many jokes, and it was awesome. True Bullion says, kicks chair and storms out. We have a disturbance in the back of the room. Somebody's a bit antsy. $250 to Jeremy Russell in the back. Again, 1920s gangster voice. Don't know why. It's what it's always going to be. 4 rolls of TP and a half bottle of hand sanitizer. I don't know who's touched it, so I can't accept that bid. Remembers the wives and walks back in. I don't know what that was in reference to. But all right, bidding slowed down a little bit, so you guys can still keep talking about other stuff. But we have a very generous bid of Jeremy Russell in the back of the room with a monocle and a top hat and no pants is the high bidder at $250. Are you going to try one more trade me anything? Absolutely. I'm going to do it sometime next week. The knife I was going to use for it, I casually mentioned somewhere that I might want to sell, and somebody made me a very generous offer for it, so I have to figure out something else. But I'm going to do it next week, probably. I really like those. They're a lot of fun, and we'll get it done. So I said already the 20s voice because it's the 20s again. Yeah, everything comes back around every 100 years. Is that how it goes? That's Mr. Peanut. You're right. I just described Mr. Peanut. I was eating cashews right before this, so because it's a healthy snack. So maybe I subconsciously channeled Mr. Peanut when I did a stupid voice. Oh, well. Things happen for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. Where to send the confirmation? My email's down below. sliceydice75@gmail.com. It's always in the description. Will you include a roll of TP with the Spidey Chef? You know what, Jeff? I can do that. I actually can do that. We're actually good and stocked up. My wife made us go to Costco a week before all this kicked off, and she insisted we needed toilet paper, and I knew we didn't, but she made me buy it anyway. And then look, now we need it. Now we need it. So yes, the high bidder right now, we are still bidding for another 15 minutes on the Spidey Chef and all the accoutrement that comes with it. Is $250. I think we're actually, Kyle says, how far are we from the goal? I think we're about we're about like we're about 75 or $100 off right now. I was hoping to get 1,000 total raised, and I think we're about 75 or $100 off. And it explains why I'm dealing with a Great Depression. Ashcan says, yeah. Am I getting old? The only knives that are lockbacks or have serrations. Oh, I'm only getting knives that have lockbacks or have serrations or slip joints. I don't know if you're getting old. You're just getting weird. Victor, no, I'm just kidding. I like me a good lockback. Wow, Ronan, thank you very, very much for that generous donation. And now, yes, we are there. I've raised 1,000, probably a little bit over now. I think it's, thank you very, very much, man. That is awesome, Ronan. Big round of applause. That is fantastic. Ronan's great support of the channel. We chat on the Instagrams a whole lot, and I very much appreciate that. So we have hit our goal. Wanted to raise $1,000. So yeah, for FoodLink New York, I very much appreciate it. That's awesome. So everybody name something Ronan. So what am I going to name Ronan around here? What's a knife that I'm definitely going to keep forever? I'll name the knife that he gave me because I'm probably going to keep it anyway. So now it has a name. I can't sell it. So my Ace Biblio is now named Ronan because he gave it to me. So now I'm going to name it Ronan in honor of his generous super chat for charity. Ronan is a great movie. It is, Lyndon. You're right. One of the best car chase scenes in the last, like since Bullet. Actually, should I name a knife after him? Should I name something silly after him? So, oh, I know what I'm going to name after you. I'm sorry. I'm going to withdraw the knife name after you. I'm now going to name the bottle opener I use on Brews and Blades. My Weehaw bottle opener is now named Ronan. I'm actually going to write on it right now. I have, all my Sharpies are blue. I don't have a black one or a purple one. Well, the next time you see this, it's going to be written Ronan in black or purple Sharpie because all I have is blue right now. And I want it to be proper with the thing. So it's going to write, I'm just going to write Ronan on it. Ronan the bottle opener. That would be a very funny cartoon for children to teach them about drinking. That'd be funny. I lost something there in my Ronan stuff. Can't mention car chase scenes without bringing up the Blues Brothers. The Blues Brothers car chase scene actually dynamically wasn't that great, but it was really fun to watch. Just because they crashed so many cop cars. Wasn't it like until Transformers, I think they destroyed the most cop cars in any one movie, or most cars in any one movie. And then I think the first Transformers movie blew them away. See, I know things. I know things. Gone in 60 Seconds with Nicolas Cage. That sound. Yeah, Gone in 60 Seconds, the original one, had a great car chase too. So did God. What is the one? It's like a 60s movie and he's driving a white Charger, like cross country. It has like multiple car chases with the same car and the car gets increasingly more beat up as it goes along. What is that? Oh, somebody, I can't remember who's in it. I can see it and I remember the car chases being amazing. It's not Bullet. Bullet had the Mustang. Vanishing Point. Vanishing Point, also very solid car chase. So we have 11 minutes. Still $250 to Jimmy Russell in the back, sitting backwards on a chair like he's a teacher at the end of an after-school special, trying to look cool. Cannonball Run had some good scenes, but they were just like stunts strung together. Now, Jesse Russell. We have so many Russells. Is it like a family reunion here? Thank you very much for the donation. I hope you aren't going stir crazy. I've been immersed in crowds, just crossing my fingers. Stay safe, everybody. Lavender Pants out. So, oh, you're Lavender Pants. It's a different name. I'm so confused. Hey, Manganas. Go, good to see you, man. We've been chatting about you. He's got some really cool knives coming out. Keep an eye out for this guy, Manganas Steel. They got some really cool designs coming out, made by Kubi, right? Yeah, some really cool looking designs. Very excited to get my hands on some of them. Check out the 3 chase scenes in Drive. Yeah, Drive had some awesome ones. I'm not being kind, Magnus. They're just awesome looking. Go look at his Instagram. He's been posting a lot of pictures of renders and stuff, and they're pretty cool. Really hope to get my hands on one soon. Was hoping to a Blade show, but I'm kind of getting a feeling that ain't gonna happen. So that's not good. Love Heat. That's a badass movie. Yeah, Heat has the most like accurate sounding gunfire I've ever heard of a movie. Like that almost kind of disturbed me because it is really what guns echoing on a city street sound like. And that was I always remember that from Heat. It was pretty cool. Got a chance to meet Val Kilmer once. It was kind of cool. He's kind of an old guy now, but it's kind of cool to meet him. Um, you should review the piranha virus during this crisis, or have you? I don't even know what that is, Jeff. Um, yeah, dude, if Blade 2020 happens, it'll be a miracle. I'm gonna make sure QB gets you the miles for you. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, I don't think I can't imagine that many people gathering. Like 40,000 people go through Blade Show. I know it's still a ways off, but I just don't see that happening. I think we won't be as locked down as we are now, but I can't imagine that. If it happens, I'm gonna be there. Um, don't touch me, but I'll be there. But I just don't see it happening. Ronan says Michael Mann is all about the realism. Yeah. Yeah, Drake, you're right. The only thing about John Wick is that the sounds aren't right. It just doesn't sound right. But yeah. Anyone want to help me dig a deck out? I don't know. I'm not. No, I don't. I don't want to do that. It's supposed to be June 5th, 6th, and 7th. So, the current bid on the Spidey is $250 to Jimmy Russell, and we have 8 minutes left on that. We have hit our $1,000 total goal. Very happy about that. It's going to be very nice next week to once I have to wait till Saturday. I'll get the super chat money that you guys have donated, and then I will be able to log on and send them a nice big online donation. So that will be very, very nice. I'm not going to go do it in person because I don't think they'd like that. But Jackson, I said they should bring Blade Show to the reviewers. All the companies just send out their new release to your favorite YouTubers. Jack, we are kind of working on that. I know there's a few that are going to. That is my plan. I've already reached out to some companies to make sure that I get stuff at what Blade Show time would have been. And I'm going to be doing a virtual Blade Show here on my channel. So that is my plan. And I think a lot of us are going to be doing that. See you later, Zach. You heading out? That's what's going on, Jesse. Oregon Knife Collector Association canceled their show in April. Yeah, I mean, everything's closed this time of year. Somebody asked how the exec is. Oh, Chris, the exec is great. It's just so pretty. I don't carry it as much as I want to, but it is just a really great knife. It's not cheap, but $275 or whatever, but it's very well done. I mean, it's a Wii. I just love this new Ferrum Forge like shieldy logo they do. It's so cool. Oh, you got a 10V PM2. Awesome, man. Execs are on sale on Ferrum Forge's website, I believe. Yeah, I think everything's on sale right there now. Counter. I think they're just like ZTs are on sale for wicked cheap, which kind of sucks when you want to unload your 0357 and now it's worth less, but they go up again at the end of the month. It's just through the end of the month. They just removed the MAP pricing. So MAP is maximum advertised price. So they're allowing dealers to sell ZTs for whatever price they want to. So I've seen some wicked good deals. Like I've seen an 0562 tie. Somebody sent me a link. They're like, somebody had them for 210. And no, I think somebody had an 0308 for 210. So I have an 0308 here. Let's bring it out. So I've not done the full review on this big old sucker. Yeah, I think these are like, somebody had these listed for 210. And, I won't get it, but that Smock G1020 CV. I'm gonna have to go look that up. I was not aware of that. I'm not into sprints, but and I've already modified my Smock. It's actually up here. I'm gonna pull it out. Yeah. So that is my Smock with the aftermarket scales and pocket clip. Sharp dress knives, scales, and an MXG gear clip. And I just put it completely out of shot. We'll move the CRKT. You notice how I always try to start out with a few budget knives, and then by the end of the live show, they're not budget knives anymore because I rotate knives around. So we have 5 minutes left. Jeremy Russell is still the high bidder at $250, and that would be nice because he lost out on one of the other auctions. But that is the high bid right now for the Spidey Chef. So 5 more minutes, 250. Are fake ZTs easy to spot? Read about them before. No, they're actually kind of hard. I just buy them from a retailer you trust. Is what I always say. I think Birdshot did a really good video showing a fake. I don't remember which model it was, the stubby fat one. And man, it's pretty hard to tell the difference. Like you can tell more from the box than you can from the knife, which sounds dumb, but it's a lot easier to fake the knife than it is the box. But something classy in there, like the Daleka. I do have it here. You're gonna see the Daleka in a video coming up, and you're gonna laugh when I do it. So yeah, I'm gonna put the Daleka in one of those videos with my daughter where she has to guess what stuff costs, and I'm going to have not just the knife, but I'm going to put a candy bar in there too, because this costs more than the candy bar. Because I'll Snickers, and if she guesses with the knife or the candy bar costs more, I think it'll be fun. Spoiler on that one, but I don't know what she's going to pick. We haven't filmed it yet. What's the second knife from the left? Thank you very much, Libby. It is the WE MRF, big old slip joint with a really nice deep carry clip. It is reversible and all that stuff. Very stiff slip joint. That's why I'm not closing it one-handed. I don't want to get pokeyed. It does have a half stop, but yeah, I know my Vider had a half stop too, and it still would blow past. At least I think it did. God, that was a while ago. Hydrate. Thank you very much, Scott. I'm running low. This was also my dinner beer. I made chili earlier, vegetarian chili, because my wife and my daughter are both vegetarians. But I like vegetarian food if I make it. Please bring out the void. I can do that. In the spirit of charity. In the spirit of charity, we're just gonna. What are we gonna put away? You guys have seen the 0562 enough times on this channel. What's favorite sub 3-inch knife? I just did a whole thing about pocket carry ones. I don't really know sub 3-inch. Man, there's a whole lot. Probably Sage 5 is right at 3 inches. Guess I'd probably say the Sage 5. Vegetarian chili abomination. No, if you do it right, man, Ashcan, it's actually pretty tasty. It's not the same, but it's still pretty good. Bring the tumbler back out. Libby, I know you're just being contrarian because you want to see me have a budget knife back out here again, but you can just wait for another half hour and you can watch a full review of it. What scales are on that Smock? Can you give it a better look? These, I did a video about them, but these are sharp dress knife scales. They're very pretty. He's going to be making me some for my Hinderer Jurassic as well. And so you'll see more on them. But yeah, they're gorgeous. They're so pretty. You just literally, you're being serious. Okay, so what am I going to put away? We're going to put the Daleka away because, Keith, you're a big help to me, but this is just not even a knife. It's a knife-shaped object. That's what I'm always going to call it forever and ever. So here's the tumbler again. The review is going to be up at 10:15. I already have it pre-scheduled. Don't you people say schedule? They're the most slappable people on the face of the planet. I tried to do a joke about slapping people like the Purge movies, you know, where you get to, like, there's one day with no laws. I just think instead of doing that, I think that's a bit extreme. I think you should just be allowed to slap one person a year. Just slap one person a year. And I wouldn't use mine on my enemies. I would save it for like a guy at the gas station. Anyway, it is 9:50. The bidding is closed. We haven't had any bids in a while, but we had a very, very generous bid of $250 to Jeremy Russell. You're going to get the knife. You're going to get the Slicey Dice sticker. Get the Southerners Knife Works sticker. You're going to get a Southerners Knife Works hat and a subscription to Knives Illustrated. So thank you very, very much. And we have now hit our $1,000 goal to raise money for Food Link New York, but we're going to keep going on Sunday night. Sunday night, still anything in the super chat goes to them. So yeah, thank you guys so much. This has been awesome. I feel grateful that I can do something. I'm not a doctor. I can't, feed people myself, but I have a silly YouTube channel with a lot of followers, and I have a mouth that never stops. So it's just, I'm just very grateful and very humbled, and you guys are awesome. I knew you'd come through. I knew it. That's why I set the goal at $1,000. I knew it wouldn't be a problem, and it wasn't. So I have to add everything up tonight to see exactly what we're at. It might be 1,100, but I think it's like just a hair over 1,000. But thank you guys so much. And yes, Jeremy Russell, you did call your shot when you lost out on which one did you lose out? You lost out on what was the one you lost out on? I don't remember which one it was. You lost out on that auto, I think, right? And then you called the shot that you were gonna get. What's the detent like on your Ritter Hogue? I just finally got mine. I can shake it right out, no problemo. Mine doesn't shake out. Mine's pretty good. iPad died. Who won? Jeremy Russell. Why'd your iPad die, Drake? Was your girlfriend using it and not letting you use it? Forgot to charge it? I'm sorry, man. I'll be done now. We need one more night of making fun of you about the last time. So, Libby, making sure it's over 1,000. Thank you very much, Libby. I appreciate that. Another member of the Brotherhood of the Spidey Chef. Yeah, I hope he doesn't know about the hazing ceremony. Don't talk about that. Yeah, but the slap law. I got distracted by the auction ending, but yeah, just be allowed to smack one person a year. Like, that guy at Best Buy who asks you one too many times if you want the extended warranty. Just pow. And he'd never see it coming, and you'd be allowed, and everything would be fine. Just one person a year. I think a lot of and you know what? It would make people be a lot nicer at parties, or nicer to each other. It would make New Year's Eve parties very interesting. Everybody's coming to your New Year's Eve party. They've only got a few hours left to use their slap for the year, and you'd be like, "Hey, did you use your slap?" And if they didn't use their slap, you'd keep your distance because they only have a couple hours to use that. So, yeah, just a slap law, just an open hand slap, not like a punch in the face that could really hurt somebody. Just one big open hand slap. I just think it would be great. Silence. Nobody outside the Brotherhood can know our ways. Yeah, some kind of punch card system. Exactly. It's the modern age. It'd probably be some kind of chip. But, yeah, something like that. Oh, yeah, I will include a roll of toilet paper with the chef. You will get a roll of toilet paper. I'll give you a signed roll of toilet paper. Backhand or forehand slap? Forehand slap. Just open hand, forehand slap. Backhand, you could still even kind of injure somebody. Unused, yes, unused. It'll be brand new. It's going to be Costco brand though. That's what I have. So, what about the void hazing? Oh, I can't even talk about it. I'm still scarred. I'll start the TP bidding at $100. I should. I have enough. I should auction off for charity just a big thing of toilet paper, a signed big thing of toilet paper. But I don't want to make fun of it anymore. It is kind of sad that everybody's hoarding stuff and being stupid. I'm convinced your scales are made of your granddad's work pants, since nobody denied it. It might be. Thank you, John, very much. I appreciate it. Not the Archie slap. I don't know what the Archie slap is. Is that a backhand? No, you don't want to really hurt anybody. You just want to publicly embarrass them. And also, most important aspect of the slap law, no slapbacks. If you pop somebody, they're not allowed to pop you back. Make it a Patreon reward for every $50 tier, you get a free roll. Yeah. I don't really want to make fun of it. It is a very, very serious thing going on. It's getting pretty scary out there. I'm going to end this on a serious note. We got about 5 minutes left, and I do have that video coming up at 10:15. And my wife exists, and I want to talk to her. We're not sick of each other yet, so it's going good. We stabbed each other a couple times today, but that's okay. But anyway, yeah, it's stay safe out there, guys. Wash your damn hands. I don't know what state you guys are in, but New York is getting pretty scary. My wife did manage to get to the grocery store today. We're all set for a while. Thing that concerns me most right now is my daughter has some respiratory issues, so I'm a bit concerned about her going out at all. And unfortunately, we have a very sick puppy right now. So not a puppy, she's an little old lady, but our dog's pretty sick. We did manage to get her to the vet. She needs some surgery, but obviously we can't do it for a while. Hoping we're going to be able to do it at all. And so those are the two biggest things on my mind right now. Is that financially, I think we're going to be okay for at least a month. I don't know about after that. So I hope you guys are all staying safe. Don't go out. I don't care if you're in a state that still allows you to go out. Just don't do it. Just stay inside as much as you can. Go stock up, sit down. Yes, the auction is over, Michael. I'm sorry, but yeah, just be safe. We'll all get past this. I don't think this is going to be end of society or anything, but right now, if you want us to get past it, just stay indoors. It ain't the end of the world. And it literally isn't the end of the world. And we can stay inside for a month or so. And the more you stay inside, the shorter this is going to last. If you want this to be over, don't get in contact with people. I know you want to go see your mom. Don't do it. My mother's in a nursing home. I'm not allowed, so luckily I don't have to make that choice. But even if your mother's just down the street, your father, your mother, whatever, elderly people, stay away from old people. Don't bother them. So that is the end of my lecture, and I really care about all you guys. Genuinely, you guys have helped me through a lot of really hard times that you don't even know about since I started this channel that I didn't really talk about. And a pretty open guy, but I still kept a lot of stuff to myself. And I don't want to. I'm in the recumbent bike industry in one of my other jobs, and it's older people. I've had a lot of my friends die. I don't want any of my friends from here to die. So just stay safe. It's hard. I don't want to go through that. So, all right. There we go. Now let somebody say something funny before I end this. So, I saw that BD. It got held for review. I'm not going to prove it, but yeah, I would be pretty mad if my mother-in-law knocked on the door right now. Shenanigans, silliness, silly time. Yeah, it's want to hear a dirty joke? No, because they get mad at me in my comments when I say that. Balls. Yeah, where's Steve? Where's Steve tonight? God, I almost imploded. That was like a hiccup and a burp at the same time. It was a burp. Does anybody else get horrible, violent hiccups? Whenever I get hiccups, man, they last for like 20 minutes and they are violent and I make big noises. It's really horrible. But the upshot is my daughter gets them too. She inherited them from me. So when she gets them, I get to point and laugh at her. What is the point of having children if you don't get to mock them? Is what I always say. Betty White is sharper than Steve. Legit Brian Ball fact. It's not Betty White, but I am actually related to Lucille Ball. Since I'm a comedian, I get asked that sometimes. And yes, I am actually related to her. She's like a not that distant cousin. She grew up in Jamestown, New York, and I'm from about an hour and a half away. And my daughter looks just like her. If I ever show you pictures of my daughter here, she looks spitting image of Lucille Ball. And I grown in a town that hiccups for a year straight. I've heard about people having that happen. Hear about a guy that invented the door knocker? He won the Nobel Prize. Oh, there you go, Jeff. That's a nice one. I think I've said this on the live shows before, but my favorite dad joke like that is, I got your email, Jeremy. All I need is your address. I saw it pop up in here. I just give me your mailing address and I will send you and then I'll also send you the payment instructions. It's not complicated, but I assume I'll get it from you sometime later tonight or tomorrow. That's fine. I know you. I trust you. I'll shoot it off as soon as I'm done here. Um, I did not see the ODC for EDC doing a review like Love Them Knives. I would love to see somebody do a knife video as me. I would find that amusing. I can do a pretty mean Nick Shabazz, but so we're gonna wrap it up. Oh, I dad joke and I didn't finish it. Typical dad joke. So my favorite dad joke, and you guys can use this all the time. When somebody, it works really good in my house because our bathroom is right off of the dining room table, our downstairs bathroom. So it's off right off the dining room. So when one of the kids gets up and goes to the bathroom, gets up and walks away from the dining room table and goes in the bathroom, I always say, "I mentioned my name, you'll get a good seat." It's a great joke. It makes me laugh every single time. It doesn't make anyone else laugh, but I think it's very, very funny. So after I said something serious there a second ago, end on a dad joke, and we're gonna wrap this up. Again, at 10:15, you are going to get a review of this Kershaw Tumbler. And then tomorrow morning, if my animals comply, video with my animals. And then tomorrow night, disassembly thing of this, which is very long and complicated. So thank you guys very much for coming out, and thank you so much for helping us hit our goal one day early. We're still going to be taking donations for FoodLink New York on Sunday. That'll be the usual 8 o'clock time instead of 9 o'clock. So thank you very much, and I will see you on Sunday.